Bobbie arrived at Longhopes late one night, brought by strangers, barely alive. Her right rear leg was severely swollen, bleeding, and infected. Beyond that, no history was provided. She dragged it behind her while her other 3 hooves were so overgrown that she could barely balance or walk. Starvation and riddled with parasites from eating garbage to survive, she didn't even have an appetite. Despite everything, Bobbie allowed the Longhopes staff to start cleaning her wound almost immediately. Perhaps for the first time in her life, she sensed she was safe. That evening, she was given a warm stall in the Longhopes Wellness Center, complete with soft bedding, food, and water. Her first glimpse of kindness. The following morning, radiographs revealed a mix of good and bad news. 3 of Bobbie's hooves could be repaired, and her injured leg was not broken. However, the roping abuse had torn her flexor tendon. This is a critical tissue that allows the hoof to bend and supports the leg. Sadly, this damage was going to be permanent. With this information, the Longhopes team had a difficult decision to make. Knowing that her recovery was going to be long and difficult, emotionally draining, physically exhausting, and costly, could we invest our resources on this one donkey with all of the other donkeys that were under our care and responsibility? Bobbie Strongwill gave us the answer. She had fought to survive to get to us. She deserved the chance. Day 1 of her treatment began immediately. A farrier trimmed her hooves, allowing her to walk more comfortably. The improvement was instant and remarkable. Despite her pain, Bobbie seemed to understand that the team was there to help her. Her veterinarian treated her injured leg, applying a protective cast, while Bobbie was started on antibiotics and pain medication. She was also dewormed to eliminate parasites, given probiotics to rebuild her gut, and treated for ulcers, which is a common side effect in equines who endure extreme stress. A dental flow was also performed to smooth out her sharp teeth, making it less painful for her to chew. However, then we were faced with a new crisis. Bobbie had no appetite. Didn't matter what flavor we gave her, what consistency we gave her. We tried every kind of hay and grain and treat. She wouldn't eat. This is life-threatening because donkeys have to have fiber and nutrition going through their stomach and intestine to keep their digestive tract working. Bobbie was lonely. Donkeys are social animals, and being isolated in a hospital stall was taking a toll on her mental state. The team took her out for walks to meet other donkeys, hoping it would inspire her to eat, but their efforts failed. As her condition remained critical, she was given IV fluids through the night to sustain her nutritional balance. Finally, on the day that we thought was possibly going to be the last visit by the veterinarian because of the eating crisis, Bobbie's vitals still remained strong and her will was still intact, and so we had our breakthrough. So she was taken outside to a hay bale alongside another donkey, and for the first time she began nibbling. The rehabilitation of her digestive system had finally taken effect. By the end of the day, she was eating enthusiastically and mingling with a small group of donkeys. Bobbie made it clear to us she did want to live. She just didn't want to do it in isolation in a hospital room without any members of her own species. We heard her loud and clear. Seeing the other donkeys thrive gave her the reassurance she needed. While she ate, rested, and healed, the Longhopes team continued cleaning her wound, changing her dressings, and giving her the care she deserved. Soon, Bobbie will be fitted with a custom brace, a prosthetic designed just for her to support her injured leg during the day, along with a wrap for a nighttime comfort. Bobbie is alive today and living the life she never really thought she would have the chance to have, all because of the dedicated work by the Longhopes team and the generous supporters that make this kind of rescue possible. For years, Bobbie endured unimaginable cruelty at the hands of humans and neglect. But somehow she clung to hope that there would be a day that would be better. Now she's living that every day, knowing kindness at Longhopes. Her story is one of resilience, human compassion, and the power of a second chance. Thank you for making rescue stories like hers possible everywhere.